Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Brewing with Jim.
Glad you're here. I'm Jim, and you're Joseph, and I'm glad we're here.
Indeed. This is a show where we get questions from our audience about any part of life, God, faith, relationships, family, school, whatever. And we try to provide wisdom and insight into what our audience is thinking about and wondering. Today's question, presumably from a high school student: how do you keep friendships alive after high school?
Oh, wow. I like the question.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good one. And it's an important one. I don't want to get just somber and sober all of a sudden here, but too serious. Do it. Keep your friendships going. Now, they require, well, first of all, the benefits of doing that, I don't know that I can explicitly detail an explanation about that, but I have friends that I am still in touch with regularly. Yeah. And we met in high school. We were buddies in high school. And so I think there's an important thing in doing that, not just high school, but as you know, Joseph, I mentor a lot of people. A lot of guys have come to me and asked me to mentor them. And so these are proteges, and they have advanced in their life, and they moved to other parts of the country. Yeah. And I am still in touch with almost all of them. The advantage we have and the benefit, the ease with which we can keep in touch are all the electronics. We can just text somebody.
That's right.
And we used to pick up the phone and call people. Yeah. Now we text somebody and say, "Is it an okay time to call you?"
That's right. Truly.
And when would be? And when,
how funny.
So I think it's very important. I know I can guarantee you it's important to keep these friendships going. Will our personalities change? Somewhat. Will our lives change? Definitely.
Certainly.
Will the location where we live change? Probably.
Yep.
And so I have in my contacts all these people. Yeah. And I say all these people, maybe 10. Yeah. Who were in high school, and the way I think about them is I have weather apps. Mm-hmm. And on my weather apps, you can put on favorite locations. Do you want to know the weather? Right. And I put the location of where these people live. So when I look at the weather app, I see what it's like in
raining over there,
Coppell, Texas, or what is it in Nashville, and all these. And I think of these guys. I have one close friend who lives in Indiana. Yeah. A lot of good people live in Indiana. Yeah. And they have almost extreme weather changes in the upper Midwest. Oh, yeah. They have a blizzard coming. I will text him and say, "How are you doing, and what are you doing?" Yeah. I have a friend who works for the city of The Colony. Both words are part of the city name. Yeah. The Colony, Texas. And they have recently had floods and almost blizzards in northern Texas and so forth. I'm in touch with him every 2 or 3 days. How are you doing? How are the kids doing? Are the schools closed? How's your city doing? And he's on the city staff there. And so it's not hard to do. Right. But are you going to remember who lives where, and how do I stay in touch with them? 2 or 3 ways. One is, it works for me, the weather app. Yeah. Where I can, I just look at all these cities.
Off of the wall, but that is so funny and such a good answer to this question. Yeah.
Well, that's one thing I do. Another is, there are people who pop into my head uninvited. And I just start thinking about them. I'm going to...
We call those intrusive thoughts, Jim. No, kidding.
Really, that just wrecks what I was going to say. I thought maybe God put them in my mind.
There you go, yeah.
And I'm supposed to pray for them or just appreciate them. Yeah. And when that happens, with me, it may happen 3 or 4 times in a morning. Wow. And now I'm on the phone. Yep. And now I'm going to contact them. Is there something tragic going? I'm not interpolating. I don't infer.
Of course, yeah.
It's just now I'm thinking about them, and I will text them and ask them a specific question. I do not say, I'm just checking in.
Sure. No.
That's a cliche.
That makes it sound like you are trying to protect them or that you're like above them in some way.
Well, it also could be that somebody is hacking this call. I need something personal, you know?
Sure, yeah.
And make it sincere and make it true and make it heartfelt but not mushy.
Yeah.
You just, I want to know how you're doing. How's the weather?
Right.
The snow, I see right now that it's 48 degrees and name the town where you are. And so, yes, do it. Absolutely do it. Now, how long do you go without staying in touch and keeping the friendship going? There are no rules to that.
Yeah.
Don't let it be a pressure for you.
Right.
Don't let it be a high maintenance thing that you have to be involved in.
For sure.
Absolutely set it up as a value.
Yeah.
And do it. Now, one of the people in the friendship are probably going to be the initiator of the phone calls, and the other one mostly receives. That's just the way personalities go. If you're not the initiator, become that.
Yeah, That's good.
Do it.
Yeah.
And be aggressive in your friendship. And so I don't know what else to say about that except that, yes, absolutely do it.
It should be a pursuit. It's something that I regret not doing a better job when I was younger, when I was in high school, let's say. I don't keep in touch with anybody that I went to high school with.
Okay.
And I'm not necessarily, like, I don't go through my day sad about that. It's not a thing that I'm, like, terribly regretful of. It's more of a what if, you know? But there's one piece of practical advice that I've been thinking about since we started recording this that I'm going to share. And that is that I think that you have to do some work while you're still together in school as friends to cultivate sort of long-term interests or commonalities.
Yes.
There are so many friendships. I'm thinking back to my friendships in high school. What were the things that we were talking about? We were talking about in high school between my friend group. We were talking about how to survive biology class. We were talking about, truly, right?
I get it.
Where we were talking about maybe what girls we had a crush on. We were talking about current events, 2008 to 2011 stuff in the news or pop culture or movies. We were talking perhaps as broadly as we were talking about video games that had been coming out at that point. My point in sharing that is that none of those things really stick around, and or you know what I mean?
Temporary.
They're temporary things.
Yes.
And so when you graduate and you start going to a new college, you move away, whatever, suddenly the things, all the list of things that you and your friends talk about are like literally universally no longer relevant. And thus you lose any impetus to talk to them. I think that is kind of what happened to me.
That can happen if the reason for keeping the friendship is common interests.
Yes.
But the interest, as you said, may not be shared anymore.
That's right.
We have new interests. One of the when I have a friendship that maybe even at work here, and I don't want. Sorry for the stumble here. When I have a friendship that is at work and one of us, the other guy, is going to move and go to another job or move to another state or something, I will have the conversation with him saying, would you like to keep in touch? Now, the answer is going to be yes, because that's just the polite answer. But I want to solicit an honest answer.
Right.
Would you like to keep in touch after I would? Would you? And see what the answer is. Now, that's just a premise to going on to I'm going to contact you. I have done that with a couple of people here. And now I do keep in touch.
That's right.
Now, it may be 3 months, 4 months, it could even be 5 months that there's no contact.
Yeah.
But when I think of that, and I'm thinking of somebody right now, so today I probably will, I will text and how's it going? And and remember the wife's name. Put it in your contacts if you can't remember.
True. Genuinely,
remember
yes.
the kids' names. Put it in your notes in the contacts.
That's right.
Remember the dog's name, and I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
That is a personal thing.
It is.
How's that?
Yeah.
How's the pooch doing? You know. But then there are people who call me and say, I have a question, and I really would like to talk to you about it. It's a life decision.
It is.
And, I mean, I want to start a business, and what do I do here, and what do you think, and so forth.
Right.
I'm going to have I have this medical situation, and I don't know what to do. The doctor says this, another doctor says, okay, anything that is a dilemma or requires some old man wisdom,
right.
What do you think? Then they will contact me and tell me or ask me that question. So, all this. I can't define how the friendship is going to continue, nor do I want to.
Sure.
It's an unknown.
It is. And it's up to the people that are in the friendship.
Yes.
Another thing to realize, too, just as a matter of perspective, I remember feeling like in high school, at one point, having a thought adjacent to, like, when we graduate, this is my friend group. I'm going to need to keep in contact with you after whatever. Not realizing that when I got to college, it was going to open up the door to so many other friendships. And the same thing is true after you graduate, when you move to a new city or when you start a new job or when you attend a new church and you really start to plant yourself in new areas. Each one of those changes, you can still keep your old friendships and, the effort to keep in contact, whatever. But every new place that you plant yourself for one reason or another is a massive, just vast opportunity to create new friendships.
Yes.
And so I don't want people to think that, they're a junior or senior in high school and perhaps stressing over the idea of, I've got to keep these friendships close because I might never make a friend again.
No, if it's an obligation, forget it.
To be clear, it is very difficult for many people to make friendships in adulthood for a variety of reasons. We've talked before the concept of a third space. People go to work, people go to home to their families. If people are single and living alone, then sometimes for a lot of people in their 20s and beyond, work is the only social circle they may have. And if they work for themselves or if they're a remote worker, they may have an exceptionally small social circle.
True.
Where it's very difficult to make friends without them going out and really expending a lot of social capital or energy. And if you're introverted like you or me, that's just really difficult.
Yes, it is. I finished reading an article this morning. It's in the American Legion magazine, should anybody want to. It was about loneliness and the difficulty, the surge of loneliness in the United States today.
Yes.
31% is of teenagers in high school lonely. And
I believe
by their own declaration.
I bet that number's low.
Well, it probably is.
Yeah.
And one of the factors that's causing the loneliness is social media.
Yep.
Because there is no social contact. There is no, there's not a meaningful face-to-face or be with another person relationship there. The elderly who sometimes live alone.
Sure,
Enormous problems there, including depression, stress, and which affects the physical well-being of a person. Those things are almost epidemic now because of loneliness. And read the article. I don't know the name of the article. Something about loneliness and epidemic, and it's in the American Legion magazine, the most current issue. So those are probably available online.
I'm sure they are.
They must be.
Yeah.
The point is that those of us who like to be alone for at least some period of time every day to regain our energy, to think, to for all the benefits of doing that. We don't do well if we are alone for long periods of time without social interaction.
That's right.
I had a student come into my classroom yesterday at after school, and he stayed 1 hour. And I had other things I could have been doing. Most of my work was done. I could have gone home.
Sure.
And I sat there and talked to him.
That's great.
Wanted to, enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And it's a sacrifice to do that, but it was well worth it. And I thought, while I'm doing this, I'm going to I'm helping him with loneliness.
That's right.
He's helping me with social interaction. I wasn't that clinical in all my thoughts.
Of course not. No, I know.
But that is an issue.
Absolutely.
It definitely.
Yeah.
So keep the friendships going.
Yeah.
Now, when somebody moves to another state, far away state, doesn't matter how far away, another state, and they're living a life, they're married, they have their family, they have another job, and so forth. Do we have that social interaction? I don't know exactly how that works. It's not face-to-face often, but it's when we contact and we talk on the phone, it's as though we had never been apart and we just start up again.
Yeah. That's where social media, I think, has its good place. I think you've mentioned loneliness, and social media plays a part in that. I fully believe it. I see it in my own life, and I see it in the lives of our students and friends and stuff. I think the problem with social media is that one of the problems, to be clear, there's many. One of the problems with social media, but in this realm, is it is so easy to keep in contact with literally anybody.
Right.
It's like essentially texting or whatever, sending pictures to literally anybody, that we have thought, wow, this is so easy. Let me offload the difficulty of what a real relationship entails to social media.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right. And so I don't need to see people face to face anymore because we just all have social media. We all see each other all the time on our phones, that like we don't need real interactions, real hangouts, real events, real parties, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We just offload that to social media. Where social media has a utility is what you've just mentioned. If a person moves out of state and it really becomes impractical to see them and hang out with them, then I think social media is a better destination for that relationship than dormancy.
Yes.
Right.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
it is. But at the same breath, I would say that don't let social media be a substitute for your one-on-one
Absolutely.
contact.
I fully agree. Fully agree.
We have, I don't know how many faculty members we have here, but quite a few.
Yeah.
And when I am without class and I'm working in my classroom, and somebody comes in, and they come in not with an agenda or a question or something I have to see you about, but just to talk, just to sit down, and that is, I will quit doing what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
And that gives me a little bit of a thrill is too strong, but it gives me a good feeling. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
Let's sit down and
I love
just
it.
waste this time together.
Yeah.
And it's not wasted time.
Yeah. So in summary, I think there's multiple things to hold here. If you're a high school student listening, I'm kind of speaking to you. Number one, recognize that friendships probably will dissipate and fade away.
Yeah.
Probably a vast majority of them. The ones that you want to hold on, you've got to cultivate while you're still together in high school.
Yes.
You've got to cultivate with long-term interests, things that won't fade away with the passing of headlines, the passing of trends. Lock your friendship in on long-term established things that you can continually come back to.
And exchange the willingness and the desire to do that.
That's
so
right.
that it's confirmed.
That's
Yes,
right.
I would like to
articulate that. Yes.
Yes, articulate.
Absolutely.
Say it to each other.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Have checkpoints or reminders or roles if you want to of like, I am like every 3 months, I'm just going to set a reminder to text you, whatever that looks like. That's one good way to do it. That's pretty artificial, but you get the picture.
I don't do it that way, but
Sure.
yes,
Yeah.
I don't want it to be something on my tickler,
Exactly.
on my calendar that comes up
100%.
that I have to call
Yeah.
you at this time. No,
Some
it's-
people may prefer that. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, I think holding all of those things at once is the healthiest way to go about it. And also, I forgot to mention this in the review, but like just recognize like more opportunities for friendships should come up in the future as well. College, your workplace, potentially an eventual family and friends of your family and things like that, neighborhood, whatever.
Keep them going because friendships are good for health.
They're
good for mental health, for emotional health, and therefore physical health.
That's right.
They
Absolutely.
are good.
It's all tied together.
Okay.
Let's go to the surprise Jim segment, our second segment. This is a question that Jim does not know ahead of time. And I'm realizing now, as I'm about to say it, that I did make it a superlative, so I'm sorry about that.
No, make it. It's okay.
Yeah. So the question is, what is your favorite candy?
Oh.
Another way that I had thought to word this, and maybe this would even go better from the jump, is if you had to eat one candy for the rest of your life and forego all other candies.
Oh, I thought you were going to say all other foods.
Oh, no. That wouldn't last long.
That wouldn't. Not good. Okay.
Yeah.
What would it be?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have problems remembering. There is a candy that I like very much called a cherry mash.
Cherry mash.
I know. And
Google this in real time.
They are available in some specialty stores now. They were available wherever candy was sold at candy bars. Huh. Cherry mashes are outstanding, and when they're popular, I think, and maybe even manufactured in the Midwest.
Is that them?
That's it. It's right there. That's
okay.
it. Yes, he showed me a picture on his laptop.
I've never seen these before in my life.
Oh, those are so good. I have a little stash of them at home. I keep them in the refrigerator, and those are very good. I like those. Others are, I don't know. I'm not really big on candy, and right now, I'm not eating sweets. And so it's hard for me to think about this. But the cherry mashes are good. I like candy bars. Snickers are good. I mean, who doesn't like a Snickers, once in a while?
Yeah.
And I like them chilled.
Yes.
Not so cold you have to bite them and it crunches.
And it crunches, yeah.
No, but just chilled.
Right.
Those are really good. And let's see, what others?
Emily,
I can Nestle's Crunch.
Oh,
those things.
Fantastic.
Because they have crunch.
Yep.
And they're probably just milk chocolate.
They're very well named.
And rice, or I don't know what the crunch is. But those are really good. I once ordered a case of those on Amazon.
Oh, wow.
And Debbie thought okay, that's it. I'm gone.
Emily, my wife, Emily, and I debate, in particular, chocolate things, whether it be plain milk chocolate Hershey bars or Reese's cups or something, whether they're better out lukewarm room temperature or even for me frozen, actually crunchy. I actually love a chocolate bar.
The flavor goes away if they're frozen, doesn't it?
Nah, I don't think so. Not that I've experienced.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love a cold chocolate bar. Or a cold Reese's cup.
Okay, so that's
Emily thinks
Reese's
I'm weird.
cup.
Yeah.
Anything that mixes peanut butter with chocolate, I'm not going to have anything to do with it.
Oh, it's the best.
No.
It's the
no. I like peanut butter.
Whoever
I like
was
chocolate,
the first
but who
person
put that together?
I don't know, but they are my favorite inventor of all time.
It is popular.
Yeah, it goes that person and then Thomas Edison and George Westinghouse. They are what they have managed to what they have invented. Has changed my world more beyond that of a grid of electricity that we all get. Well, that wasn't even Edison.
I can tell you one candy that I don't care for. I don't care for a lot of hard candy.
Sure.
And hard sour candy.
Oh, that's not hard sour. I like chewy sour.
Chewy sour candy. Yeah. Why bother? What's the point?
Because
it's like drinking decaffeinated coffee. Why bother? It's just. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what I would like? to know if somebody who is listening to this is thinking about a candy
Yes.
that I'm not familiar with or don't know, like the cherry mash that you didn't
Oh my
know.
goodness! What is the most unique candy?
Email
Yeah.
me. Email
That's
the
right.
brewingwithjim at gmail.com.
That'd be fantastic.
And tell me what
Yeah.
it is, and I'll go get one, and
we'll try it.
and I will either
We
like
will
you or
review
dislike
it
you.
live on air. No. We will do an unwrapping on the microphone. You'll hear the wrapper tearing and
Yeah. I don't know. What candies am I not thinking of? You mentioned a couple that you like.
There's a lot. I mean, just going even by category, there is because there's like hundreds, right? But you have like your just chocolate. You have chocolate with nougat. So if you are a nougat person, like Three Musketeers.
Is that caramel?
No, nougat is I don't even know what goes into it.
I don't either.
Caramel is another category.
Yeah, that should be banned.
Yeah, I don't like.
I don't
like
care
it.
for caramel.
And it's a debate whether people say caramel or caramel.
I know.
I honestly go back and forth. I don't even know what I say.
What on the pronunciation?
Yeah.
No, I don't care. Talk about candy, not pronunciation.
There's chewy things that are not sour. You could go Swedish Fish, gummy bears, gummy worms.
I don't like gummy anything.
Yeah. You could go.
It's too hard work.
Yeah, chewy and sour. That's your Sour Patch Kids and your the Rips, and shout out Foreign Candy Company in Iowa. Very close to where I went to college. They're the purveyors and manufacturers and distributors of one of my favorite candies. Literally in the middle of nowhere and within 10 minutes of where I went to college. And it's just there they are. There is, let's see, a category of like crunchy. What about like malt? Do you do?
Oh, absolutely.
Like Whoppers?
Oh, no, malt by itself in milkshakes, malted are much better than milkshakes.
Yeah.
I mean, they are a milkshake with malt in them. Yes.
Absolutely.
Those are, malt is good.
We are still probably missing so many different categories.
Well, we probably are, but my desire is, I'm serious about listeners. Come on.
Yes.
Send me what should I try?
Let's say in our send-off today, which I'll proceed to listeners, we have an email address that's set up with brewingwithjim@gmail.com.
Right.
We always want to ask for your questions that we can make an episode out of. We want to always hear from you where you're listening from or how you heard about the show. But today, a special assignment is, what is the most unique candy?
No, stop.
Okay.
It can't be most unique.
Okay. What should it be? I'm at a loss. What's the?
I'm sorry.
What's the call?
I'm
then?
a language teacher here. Unique. Unique means one of a kind. You can't be most one of a kind.
What is the uniquest candy?
No, no. I think no. Unique is one of a kind.
Okay.
It's an absolute. You can't have degrees. It's like being pregnant.
What is
you can't be more pregnant than either you are or you aren't.
Okay, so it's like a binary thing. You can't.
It's not binary. It's uninary.
But that's what binary means: is you are or you aren't. The light switch is on or off.
Okay, fine. Well,
it's a 1 or a 0. Like.
Now we're in social
Here's my point,
culture
audience.
Thing. Like, what is a woman? I don't know.
Right.
I can't define it.
Yeah. Audience, listen. Ignore Jim for a second. Listen to my voice. Send us the names of you know what I mean when I say it, and we don't have to listen to Jim when he calls me out for it. Send me the names of the most unique candy that you can think of. And we would love to hear about why you like it. We would love to hear about what makes it unique. We would love to try it ourselves if we could get a hold of it.
Yeah, okay. I don't correct English all the time. I did suppress during this episode. You did say...
you did.
You did say literally in the middle of nowhere. Think that one through. Watch your language.
That's fair. Watch your language.
Exactly. Okay, let's get out of here.
Again, friends, that's brewingwithjim@gmail.com.
Yes, candy.
Thank you so much for listening, as always, and please have a good week. We'll see you next week.
Hope so.
This episode has been a production of the Capistrano Valley Christian Schools Podcast Network. CVCS is a Christian TK through 12 school in San Juan Capistrano, California. Please visit cvcs.org/podcasts to listen to the variety of shows our students produce on our campus. You can also find all of our shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and others. We would also appreciate you subscribing to and leaving a review of this show and the other shows on our network in your podcast player of choice. If you have any questions or would like to reach out to us, please email podcasts@cvcs.org. On behalf of the school, this is Mr. Jasper, the executive producer of the podcast network. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more.